everybody, JC here with another TNINews video. And today is actually going to be pretty quick. I'm going to keep it pretty short, but I did want to update you on a few reveals that were made today. And then also just give you some final reminders for Toy Fair coverage, which does begin tomorrow. So we'll get the reminders over real quick. Toy Fair coverage begins tomorrow morning early, starting around 7:30ish or so, I would say, with Lego, and that's Eastern time. And then probably shortly after 9 o'clock, you'll start seeing coverage from places like DC Collectibles and NECA Toys and Mezco and Playmates and a few others. And then as we get into the afternoon around 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, that is when we will get to the Hasbro coverage. Now I will tell you that you can expect Marvel.com is going to be doing some streaming from the Hasbro showroom earlier. Yeah, they get the exclusive reveals. Generally, it's not that great, and I'm sure people will take screen captures. We'll probably even post some up on Marvelous News. But, if you want to check that out for a little bit of pre-coverage there, just giving you a heads up. And I think they said they were going to do that at 11 a.m. Tomorrow morning. There's already been a leak from the Hasbro showroom, which I'll get to in a moment. But again, coverage is going to start early tomorrow morning, and then Hasbro, Marvel Legends, things like that, the bulk of it will be around early afternoon. Things start at 1:30, but you probably won't actually start seeing images. Usually there's a presentation they give, which they generally will not allow us to record or film. So I will be blogging whatever information on Marvelous News, be blogging it straight to the website. But as far as like when we first start seeing pictures and stuff, that probably won't be until maybe 2:30ish, 3 when the images will actually start going up. But again, there will be a presentation. They'll go through all their different brands and make announcements and reveals and stuff. And then there's going to be Q&As with the Hasbro brand team members during that time. So if might try live streaming, I don't know. We'll play that by ear, but if not, we'll get some of that recorded and get you that information as well. So just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, so today really has kind of been very busy. Today is where companies, this gets worse and worse every year, but where the companies basically try and pile out a bunch of early reveals. And so we did have a number of those. So real quick, so I mentioned something had leaked out. So I don't know where the source of this image is. It looks like somebody had snuck a picture or something from the Hasbro showroom. I mean, the picture quality is good, but they took a picture of the Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok. So Jeff Goldblum, his character, and they got that picture. So, there was another leak via Walmart for the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series hyper real line. I talked about this in a video previously. It is now confirmed. Now I can't show you the image. I'm not going to show you the image. It was an image of Darth Vader, but Hasbro, we had posted it briefly on the site because it was put up essentially by Walmart, but I guess Walmart jumped the gun. They weren't supposed to be showing the figure off, and Hasbro asked us to remove it, and so we did. So I'm not going to post it here. We'll see it tomorrow, but confirmed that it is coming. And I thought these were 6-inch figures. Some of you were saying 12-inch. It turns out it looks like these are going to be 8-inch figures. I don't know where they're going with that odd scale, but Walmart lists it as an 8-inch figure. So one of you asked, well, Darth Vader's taller. Are the others going to be like 7-inch? Maybe. I don't know. Generally, when they put like a size listing in the title, that's just the overall size of the line. But I can't answer that 100%. So again, we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. If you look around enough, I think Yakface has the picture up. I think they got banned from Toy Fair a couple years ago, so they've probably kept it up. But if not, social media or whatever, the image has been out there all day. So I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can find it. It looks basically like a Darth Vader figure with some soft goods outfit, not terribly different from like a Black Series, but it's supposed to be more articulated and such. So when we get close, in-hand looks and stuff, I think we'll have a better idea of what this line is actually going to incorporate. Going back to Marvel Legends, so Hasbro had their, basically where they are doing their financial forecasting, and they do it every year during Toy Fair. and they put up slides, and they put these online. And one of the slides has confirmed another rumor that I talked about the other week, and that's the Marvel Legends 80th anniversary line. So it is in fact coming. So the image they showed in this presentation shows us the 2-pack with the first appearance Hulk and Wolverine figures, and then also we get looks at the Thor figure, which I believe is supposed to be Alex Ross, but it just looks like a classic Thor basically. Kind of looks like the older Toy Biz figure. And then Iron Man, which again is supposed to be Alex Ross, and then there's a Captain America figure. Now there was a Captain America figure rumored to be in a 2-pack with Peggy Carter. I don't know if that's what this is or a different Captain America. It looks like pretty much a classic Captain America. It could be Alex Ross, supposed to be Alex Ross Captain America. It looks like he has the chainmail and everything. So again, we'll get more details about this line tomorrow, but it pretty much looks like it's a subline similar to what we saw last year with the MCU. And again, this is going to be comic book based, and it's celebrating Marvel Comics 80th anniversary, which is this year. And just in some quick general news, so McFarlane put out another teaser. This time it looks like they are teasing Elder Scrolls figures, so another video game license for McFarlane. Storm Collectibles teased another license that they're doing. They're going to be doing Darkstalker figures. So I think the last company to try and do Darkstalker figures was Soda Toys, who also was best known for doing really good Street Fighter figures back in the day. And they were going to do Darkstalker figures, had the prototypes, showed them at places like San Diego and Toy Fair and stuff. And then the company basically went belly up. The original owner had sold it, and the new owners essentially ran it in the company into the ground, and it went belly up before I think they ever actually released any of those figures. But now Storm Collectibles is taking a shot at this license, so 112 scale, I believe. So I don't know if they'll have any of these actually on hand, probably, or at least maybe some unpainted prototypes. So we should have Storm Collectible coverage up tomorrow, images from their booth. They are always in the Bluefin distributor area, so we should have images for you of their products up sometime by afternoon tomorrow. Okay, and then Mattel, they released new WWE images, basically their Toy Fair reveals. They release stock images, and we'll get in-hand looks at these figures when we go through their showroom this weekend. And that's going to be on Monday, so that's going to be one of the last reveals this weekend is from Mattel. But they released these stock images, official images, and there's a bunch of them from a bunch of different types of assortments like Retro Fest and Elite Series and Core Series and stuff. And I'm not going to go over all of those here. If you want to get more information and better looks, all the images are up on Toy News International, and I will put a link to the story. But the thing I wanted to touch upon here is they announced a new Ultimate Edition Wave 1 assortment of figures. So these figures are said to have double jointed elbows, new articulated toes, ab crunch torsos, and then for their women's division figures, they're going to have swivel wrists and double jointed knees. So very articulated, very detailed figures. The two figures that they are showing off, the first one that they're going to be releasing is Ronda Rousey from her WrestleMania 34 debut, and then Ultimate Warrior from Halloween Havoc. So I think the Ronda Rousey figure looks better than the Ultimate Warrior. I don't know, just based on these images, the Warrior doesn't look bad, but maybe the face to me looks a little bit off. I don't actually remember him in Halloween Havoc, so maybe he looked more like this than when he was a little bit younger. I don't know, but definitely they're pretty cool. Sound like they're well articulated, and we should be getting better looks at these figures at the Mattel showroom this coming Monday. For you Transformers / Ghostbuster fans, Hasbro announced a mashup Ecto-1 Transformer. That's right. If you ever wanted your Ecto-1 to transform, then this is your toy. And it's going to come with a Slimer. The robot mode looks okay to me, but definitely it looks like a good Ecto-1 replica. So, it's kind of cool. This thing was up for pre-order on Hasbro's relaunched Hasbro Pulse site. They're going to be doing subscription services and selling figures and stuff there. They just relaunched it today. So, if you haven't checked it out recently, you might want to go over there. It's HasbroPulse.com. They took down Hasbro Toy Shop and have revamped with their Hasbro Pulse site and everything. And this particular figure, this Transformer figure, is going to cost $40. Now, I believe there was also indication maybe this was up for pre-order on the GameStop website. I haven't looked to check myself, but if you missed out on the Hasbro Pulse site, you might want to check and see if it's available at GameStop. I don't think this is an exclusive or anything, so it may go up for pre-order other places as well. Storm Collectibles, besides announcing a Darkstalkers license, also announced Gears of War figures, and they released some images for these. So we're going to be getting Marcus and Cole, and they're going to come with various weapons and hands and faces and things like that. So if you've been wanting new Gears of War figures, then you might want to check these out. Again, these are going to be in the 1/12 scale, and we should get better looks at these at Toy Fair as well. Icon Heroes last night announced that they're going to be doing 6-inch Karate Kid action figures. These are based on the first movie, and they're going to be doing Daniel and Johnny, and these will be done with plastic and such. These are regular action figures, unlike NECA's, which are 8-inch retro with the cloth outfits. These are going to have multiple head sculpts and multiple hands, and again, these are being done by the company Icon Heroes. NECA Toys today announced that they're going to re-release their San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 6-inch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animated series figures as Target store exclusives. They will be released as figure 2-packs, so you can see the packaging here. Again, these are the exact same figures that they released as the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives a couple years ago, so no difference in the actual figures themselves. The 2-packs will cost $50 each. Now, these images come via the Fwoosh, and it is said that if these figures sell well, then NECA may be able to do additional Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures through Target, but again, we'll have to see how these actually sell. And then the final bit of news I wanted to leave you guys with tonight is from DC Collectibles. So they announced 2 new lines of figures. The first one is basically a luchadora line. So if you've ever wanted your favorite DC comic characters to look like luchadora wrestlers, this line is for you. Now, in the press release, it didn't specifically say, but I believe these are 7-inch. We actually, DC Collectibles, they showed us some of these figures last year at Toy Fair, members of the press. Now, we weren't allowed to talk about them or take pictures. They took us in this room, and they had various products, and this was one of them. So I guess they've decided to move forward with these. I can't say I've been dying for something like this, but they definitely look interesting. It's an interesting take on the characters. So if you like that kind of thing, then you might want to check these out, especially if you like luchadora wrestling. They're doing Wonder Woman and Superman and Deathstroke and stuff. So, definitely it's kind of an interesting line. And then the other thing they announced, which I thought was very interesting, is a new line called DC Prime figures. Now, these are supposed to be highly articulated, detailed figures packed with a lot of accessories. The catcher here is, which I haven't had time to check, but I'm sure is what people are probably going to be complaining about, is that these figures are going to be 9-inch in scale. I don't know why they chose that scale. It seems odd. I can understand why they might not do 6-inch because it conflicts with other companies, but I would think, they would maybe at least keep these in with 7-inch scale. So it's an odd choice, I have to admit. I plan on I plan on asking Jim Fletcher tomorrow when we talk with him at Toy Fair, about this line. So, and ask him what's the reason for the 9-inch scale. But, definitely, if you guys been wanting action figures with a lot of accessories. And the thing is here, I don't know about like the extra hands and stuff and head sculpts, but the weapons and stuff probably will work with your DC Essential figures. So if you like these figures and you pick them up, it also might be good for getting additional accessories with your DC Essential figures. So, but definitely, I am sure probably the number one complaint from people is going to be, why did they go with this 9-inch scale? Who does 9-inch scale? The only company I'm really familiar with doing 9-inch scale is Play Arts Kai figures, I think, are pretty much in that scale. So I don't know. It's an odd choice, but it'll be, we should get looks at these at their booth tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see them in person. Now, besides these and maybe some new DC Essential figures, I'm not really expecting a whole lot more from DC Collectibles in regards to action figures. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. And some of you have already asked me to ask, are we going to get the Justice League animated series figures released at through comic shops and stuff? And will they have accessories? Or are we going to get more DC TV figures and stuff? And my guess is I'm not going to get much of an answer other than that those things are always possible. But, again, maybe they'll surprise us and we'll have more than what I'm thinking they'll have there at their booth tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. Both of us, me and you guys, will have to tune in tomorrow. I'll get to see it a little bit before you guys do, but we'll have it up on the website pretty soon after I get to see it. So be sure to check TNI. Okay, so that's it, really. It's been a long day for me. I got up early this morning. I had like I said, today's really almost as hectic as the first day of actual Toy Fair because there's so much news that's coming out and it's hard to keep track, where it's coming from, what exactly is getting revealed. We try and get it all covered for you guys, but it can be a chore. So especially when you're doing it like on the train, where your internet's kind of iffy and gets kind of slow and so on and so forth. But I got it done for you guys. All the news is up, all the latest news is up on the websites. And I even got chewed out by Hasbro for posting that hyperlinked Darth Vader image because apparently they considered that leaked information, even though it was put up there by Walmart. So I don't know. Okay, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Please do check in tomorrow for all the coverage. Again, I'm not going to really focus, but we do have those contests going on for $100 store credits to places like Big Bad Toy Store, both on Toy News International and Marvelous News. I will continue to put links to those in the video description. Please do check it out. You can post and talk on Facebook or Instagram, and you get some likes or some thumbs up, but if you come over and you do that on the message boards on the websites, then you get entered for a chance to win free toys, basically. So I don't know. So until next time, guys, Shartimus Prime is he's going to be staying here with me. He got his flight delayed, so he's not going to get in till later tonight, but he might drop in as I do other videos throughout the weekend. You might see him making an appearance here in the videos. He's also doing a meet and greet tomorrow. He was going to do it today. He's doing it tomorrow. So there's my phone, so I'm going to let you guys go, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.